Controversial rapper Kevin Gates is making headline news here lately for his remarks about NBA superstar LeBron James' wife, Savanah James. Won't believe what Kevin Gates had to say, but then you won't believe how LeBron James responded, Kevin Gates. But we're going to unpack all that here next, here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, rapper Kevin Gates, man, he's in the news, man. He's making headline news, man. He said some very interesting comments about LeBron James' wife, Savanah James. And a lot of people said that Kevin Gates is seeking for some attention because, he just released a new album, with Brittany Renner. And he's trying to get some steam, trying to get some motion. But you all know Kevin Gates, man, ever since his wife left him. Kevin Gates been saying some crazy things out of his mouth. I mean, you can listen to Kevin Gates on a lot of podcasts. Kevin Gates says some things that are very, eye-raising. But that's just who Kevin Gates is, man. Kevin Gates, he's on these blogs, and he says a lot of things that are out of pocket. And these latest comments that he said about Savanah James, I mean, he just took it overboard. I don't even understand, why you would make comments like that. And when he was speaking, basically the way he was speaking, it's kind of like he glazing all over LeBron James. He wants to be the one glazing over LeBron James. So basically what Kevin Gates is saying, that Savanah James is not, being one of these groupies to her husband the way the rest of these wives are. LeBron James and Savanah James, man, their relationship, man, dates back to high school. That's his high school sweetheart. They've been in a relationship over 20 plus years, probably married for like 10 or 11 years now. And, that's probably one of the authentic relationships in the NBA. And the way that Savanah and LeBron interact with each other, I mean, it's something that, brings joy to Savannah's eyes. I mean, Savanah James and her co-hosts have a podcast called What's Your Crazy? And there was an episode that, they was talking about What's Your Crazy? And LeBron James called in, and you could see the twinkle in Savannah's eyes when, LeBron was like, this is LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, and she was still real giddy. But Kevin Gates don't think that's the way it is because, LeBron James has these handshakes with all these different teammates and things like that. And Kevin Gates, he came out of his mouth and said some things like, she don't, bend down or bow down to LeBron James. She be looking at LeBron James all crazy and stuff like that. Like, she's out there policing him and things like that. It's just Kevin Gates says some astronomical things, but we're going to listen to what Kevin Gates had to say. And then we're going to see how LeBron James responded to that. But before we get off into that, right now, I'm at 17,188 subscribers, on my way to 18,000. And if you're new to this platform, do me a favor. If you come across any of these videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And with the love and support that we get from you guys, we can achieve our goal of 18,000. Well, let's get off into what Kevin Gates had to say, because what he said, man, it's kind of, eye-raising. And a lot of people saying, Kevin Gates, wants that attention now because, like I said, the new album he released, with Brittany Renner, how him and Brittany Renner are. I mean, this religious thing. So let's take a listen to what Kevin Gates had to say.
I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
but I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron.
Right.
I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh, they be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, I'm the greatest player in the world, one of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs. And you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you ain't, like, you not dicked out like these white women just dicked out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Because when I've been around that dude just, his spirit so loving and giving, it hurt me. It hurt me.
So y'all heard what Kevin Gates had to say, man. Like, to even say the things that he said about Savanah James and then use the B word in reference to her was diabolical. That was out of pocket. And I really don't even understand the angle Kevin Gates is coming at. There's clips out there of LeBron James doing a handshake with his wife and things like that. And I don't even know what Kevin Gates was thinking when he made these remarks about Savanah James. I really don't. Savanah James has been a stand-up model to her husband, LeBron James. She's not like these other, NBA wives or NBA girlfriends and things like that. She conducts herself accordingly. And like I said, LeBron and Savanah James's relationship, since it's been in the public eye, has been nothing but, a genuine relationship. They got a lot of respect for one another. They got 3 kids. We already know Bronny James is in the NBA with his dad, LeBron. So, with Savanah and LeBron's relationship, I mean, there's nothing that you can really say that has been out there in the blogs that it's some things going on. But Kevin Gates took matters upon himself to say some controversial things about LeBron James' wife, Savanah. So you know how LeBron is. LeBron is one of them calculated dudes, man. He'll respond back. He'll put a subliminal message out there, a hidden message. So LeBron James took to his Instagram and he clapped back at Kevin Gates. And this is what LeBron had to say in reference to Kevin Gates' comments about Savanah James. Let's take a look. So basically, LeBron puts a picture up and he said, "Kings don't concern themselves with opinions of peasants. Where to next, Queen? Let's get it." So look at the look in Savannah's eyes and look how LeBron is looking at her. And then, look at that. So he flamed back at Kevin Gates. We all know that this was a response to Kevin Gates. LeBron is calculated, and this came after, getting blown out by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first game of the playoffs. And LeBron took time to address Kevin Gates and give Kevin Gates the attention that he wanted. So LeBron is one of them calculated dudes. He know exactly what he's doing. And, he didn't have to say much. He just put a caption out there and put a picture of him and his wife. And it's crazy that, Kevin Gates would go to them lengths to say them things about Savanah James. I don't know why he would make remarks like that, man. So you guys, y'all tell me what y'all think about Kevin Gates' comments over Savanah James, and let me know what you think, how LeBron responded to that. I see everybody in the comment section, hashtag salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend and tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.